What is up, Internet Land? Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, here with another Transformers video review for you. Today, the figure that I'm looking at is the this is the Walmart exclusive Chaos on Velocitron Overdrive, or Nitro Convoy. Technically Overdrive because that's what it says on the box, but you know, those of us who watch the show in Japanese first kind of know them as Overdrive. But yeah, this is actually a really faithful representation. I no longer have my my Galaxy Force Nitro Convoy. That was a figure that I sold off many years ago. But this is very faithful to that figure. It's very, just extremely reminiscent. Of course, it's not exactly the same. It's more articulate in many ways, and it's got a more clever transformation in some ways. But it's just really interesting. Back in the early aughts, like, you know, we were starting to feel that Transformers had basically reached the pinnacle. And it's just interesting to see what another, 15 years of work has done to the Transformers industry. It's fascinating to see just this progression over time. But anyhow, they come with one weapon, which is this one here. It's got a peg on the bottom so you can hold it in their hand, or as I prefer, to mount it on their arm. I just think that looks really cool. I think they generally hold it in their hand, but I really like the look of the arm-mounted weapon. But yeah, that's the only accessory they come with. Articulation is fairly basic. Your head is on a ball joint here. It's no real up or down or side to side at all, just rotation swivel here. The whole back of the head is molded in this transparent red plastic to facilitate light piping, you would suspect, but A of all, their eyes are blue, and B of all, their eyes are painted, so I don't know what the story with that is. Shoulder goes all the way around, goes out for the full tree pose. You got a bicep swivel here, single bend at the elbow for 90 degrees of motion. The waist joint is there, but it is heavily blocked by this backpack panel here. Legs go that far forward, go that far back, and go out for, I can get more, about 105% of a Van Damme. Thigh swivel is there, knee joint for over 90 degrees of bend, plus your toe goes forward and back, and has an ankle rocker. The only notable paint app that I think that they missed out on is painting in this, what is the, like, headlight detail. But other than that, the paint apps are really good. You've got, red here on the chest and the shins, gold on all of the wheel hubcaps, gold all across the outside and the inside of the forearm, gold on the shoulders, gold and blue detail on the window, and of course the face is well painted. So pretty good detail on it. Even like painted the red tips of these weapons. To transform them up, what you want to do is you want to come in here and disconnect these little tabs. There's tabs that hold this in place. You just want to kind of pull on that and pull forward and get these tabs disconnected. That will allow you to tuck your finger back here and pull out this windshield, and then you're just going to fold that straight out like that. The head does remain partially visible throughout the entire transformation, but that is also very true to the original figure. You can take this and rotate this around. these sections here are on this pinned slider joint here, so you can slide that all the way out and then rotate it around so that the back end of it plugs in right here. There's a little tab back there, like so. The hands, you want to rotate the hands 180 degrees, both of them. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bring this around, and you do kind of need to bring these both around to sync up, because there's these tabs on the back of the shoulders. Those tabs need to lock together, and it's kind of difficult to get those to touch if you've got everything, if you've got one all the way in place before you get the other one in place. These hands will grab onto these posts on the underneath. And then for the legs, you want to take the leg and kind of bring it out a little bit to give yourself some room to work. Rotate it in 90 degrees. You want to pull out this panel right here and straighten that up. Fold this all the way in. And then you want to take and bend this in, disconnect this from just below the knee joint. I guess it needed to rotate the other way, didn't it? And then that will allow you to bring this out and in, and just kind of park it over here for a minute. This tab that did connect into your knee will now connect into the thigh, and that will keep that all locked together. So let's do the same again with the other leg. So we're going to rotate it this way. Pull out this detail here, slide the foot in, disconnect that, bring it around. And now, as you can probably suspect, these are going to fit together. If you need some more space, you can, well, and then there's tabs underneath the window. These are going to tuck into these slots on the thighs. And then for this section here, just fold the barrels of this weapon in and tab it into place here on the back of their vehicle mode. And there you have Overdrive in their vehicle mode. And it's, again, very faithful to the Cybertron / Galaxy Force rendition. No cyber key power, but you know, we can forgive that since it is an outdated gimmick. There's a port here for sticking, if you've got like an additional weapon of some sort, you can stick that up there. But all in all, it looks really good. It looks really faithful. Everything just looks how it should. Maybe a little bit hollow in here, but you know, all in all, it's, I mean, despite the aesthetic that they kind of went for on the Speed Planet, it's not exactly the most aerodynamic looking car, but it absolutely exudes the character that it's supposed to, and so I like it. It's pretty decent. Rolls well, as I mentioned before, fully painted hubcaps on all of them. Actually, it rolls really well, which is, you know, a given the nature of the Speed Planet Velocitron. But that's pretty much all I've got to say about this. It's a good figure. I do recommend it for anyone who likes the look of the figure or has got reminiscence of the old series. Wow, it feels weird to call that series old, But, you know, that's just kind of the times I live in. But anyhow, thanks everybody for watching. You guys are fantastic. Everybody stay awesome and be good to each other. See ya.